So just to start off, we originally were going to make this a workshop where we would be making collages. However, there's so many people, it's going to make it a little difficult. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go through some slides, and I am going to then turn on my phone camera and then make some cat collages, and just hang out, and you can talk to me, ask me questions. And because we sent out a cat page for everybody to use in the catalog, I still want everybody to be able to share their collages. So if you want, I'll remind you about this at the end, but if you want to share your collage on Instagram, tag hashtag cat collage, collage spelled Kolaj, tag that, and Cat and Paste Club will share it to their account. If you don't have an Instagram account, you can email us, and I will give that email out at the end. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. I can't share my screen. Christopher, I can't share my screen. Okay, if you're playing the Collage Live, technical difficulties, now would be a good time to take a shot.
Okay, you should be good to go now.
Okay, cool. Voila. All right. So hopefully I'm going to ask the question that everybody asks. Can everybody see this? Can I get a hell yeah from people I can't hear?
Looks good.
All right. Okay. So as I said, this is the Cat and Paste workshop. To start off, I don't want it to be on a downer, but I want to start off by saying I want to dedicate this to my father. He passed away in March, and 2 weeks before he passed away, he asked me to help him he asked me to teach him how to make a collage. And his first collage ever was a cat collage, and this is him here. Anyway, who am I? Why am I doing this? Well, I'm an interdisciplinary artist. My background is in photography and collage. I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I'm currently living in Philadelphia, where I'm attending Moore College of Art and Design to receive an MFA. I like to make a lot of work about the experiences of women and interpersonal relationships, memories, grief. I also like to make work about the human condition, and I like to make people laugh. But most importantly, I love cats. This is really the most important thing. So I make a lot of work with cats. I apologize. I should have warned people. There's some nudity. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go through these very quickly, but I make a lot of work. So there's this, there's this, there's this, there's this, which I like to call meownity. But I came here today to kind of give a little brief introduction to cats and art history. It's not going to be a full, the entire scope of art history, but just to give you an idea of how cats are really integral part of art history, of art and art making. The first cats, some of the earliest depictions of cats in art came from the Egyptians, and they love cats. Obviously, they came in the form of the goddess Bastet, who was the protector of kings, but also would be prayed to for pregnancy, childbirth, protection against contagious diseases, and protection from evil spirits. So a lot of people actually kept cats as pets as well, including the pharaohs. And King Tutmos III had a cat named Najim. That is the oldest recorded name of a cat that has been written down as Najim, which means sweet and pleasant. And you can see Najim here on King Thutmos's sarcophagus. So cats played a very important part early on in what is now part of art history. later on in China, there were cats in art. In Japan, cats were both, if you see here, they were both as house pets, but also as allegorical figures. And of course, the Impressionists loved cats too. And so these are cats with Renoir, and Renoir definitely loved, look at this face. Look at this face. How can you not love that? But also Renoir liked to be scandalous with it. So here he is painting a cat with a very disrobed young man. I still think the cat's more interesting. Anyway, so a lot of times portraits were made, people painted portraits of other people with their cats. Sometimes an artist made self-portraits with their cats. These were to, they represented a pet. That people don't want sleep is a subject, right? A million cats. So I hope they're here too. And so they were, they mystified the artists that show how the theme has been around forever. This is a short video, so don't worry, of two cats boxing. Hopefully everybody can see it. So as you can see, cats have been, and there were artists that were extremely obsessed with their cats. Edward Gorey, for example, he lived in Yarmouth, Massachusetts, in a house near the ocean side, and he had so many cats, and he would feed them. He had house cats, but he fed the stray cats, and he would inevitably then go on to illustrate Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, which hopefully many of you know became the basis for the musical Cats, and then the movie, which I never saw, but I heard was a travesty for the eyes. Anyway, Andy Warhol also was obsessive about cats, and painted a series of different cats, or at least 24 named Sam. And of course, contemporarily, there are a lot of artists that work in using cat images today. This is Homo Cats, who it's at Homo Cats on Instagram. I highly suggest you follow that Instagram account because it's hilarious and really great collages, and also drawings and screen prints. So a few years ago, a curator from the Smithsonian's Archives of American Art she decided to do a research project, and she put together a book called Artful Cats, which this is also a suggestion to check out. Artful Cats was all of these things from the archives of the American arts related to cats. And she found out that not only do cats play a big part in many artists' artistic practice and as a subject, but they also played an important part in the artists' lives. And so this archive has not just drawings and sketches of cats, but also photographs of people with their cats, and photographs of artists photographs of the artist, but that also their cats are present in the photo as well. And so this is a really great book, but just to go even further, the archive is now available online and you can search it. So you can find all kinds of things. These three pieces that I'm going to show you are, they're actually correspondences. So it's mail art between Lenore Towney and Mariette Charlton. So as you can see, cats, very popular cats. So this brings us to Cat and Paste Club. I created Cat and Paste Club a year ago on a whim. I had this idea as kind of a joke with myself because I follow all of these accounts and these collectives where they send out one image and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be really great to do that with a cat picture? How fun would that be? And then I was like, nobody wants to do that. Probably nobody. I mean, like nobody will want to do it. And so but I decided to just see what happens. And I put out a call on Instagram and asked around and just took a survey and said how many people would want to join. And in no time, I had at least 20 people. And so I was like, okay, well, clearly this is a thing. And so I started, and we diplomatically took a census on the name, and so we had a vote. We had a number of different suggestions for the names. They were all amazing cat puns. I can't remember any of them now, but they were really great. And we decided eventually on Cat and Paste Club, which I have to say, I was not my idea. Somebody else in the group chose it, and I have to say it was brilliant. And here we are. So essentially what Cat and Paste does Club is there's every month I would send out, for the past year, I sent out an image that I found either as a found image or an image from Unsplash or a free image site. And I would send out an image, a single image that every artist would get, and then every artist had to interpret in their own way. The guidelines are you don't have to use the entire cat, but you have to use the cat in some capacity. So even if it's just like a foot or an ear or a tail, something has to be there. And so this was the very first image we used. And people got really creative. I have to say, it was amazing to see how creative people got. We started off, this is Elizabeth Regal Cruz. This was the very first collage piece I got back. She did this in no time. And there was a really interesting mix of, and the group wasn't only collage artists who do this. It was people who don't do collage that often, who just wanted something to do. It was other people who do graphic design and wanted to experiment. And so it got interesting. So here we have Jason, who also is a member. So we have a really good mix of digital. So we've digital and not digital. This is an actual postcard. This is Mims Galen, who actually lovingly sent me this postcard, which is I have it here, hanging up somewhere. And Lou Allen, who you all might know. These are all handcrafted collages. So there's a really good mix of digital and analog collage. This is Christopher Kurtz, this is, I think, 18 by 36, or it's some ridiculous size, and it's incredible. And I just love that it's based around this cat. So on we went, and I kept sending out images, and I kept getting things back. So this is a Walter Chendoa, who is an amazing cat photographer, who sadly passed away last year. And we've used a number of his images as tribute to him and his legacy. So this is Koji Janelle, who this is probably one of my most favorite collages ever. But you might have seen this in some of the catalog and the advertising for this workshop. This is Matt McCarthy. So for example, Q, I can call him Q. Q is not, he wasn't a collage artist. He didn't, but he's done graphic design a lot, and he has fun sort of making memes, and he really enjoys it. So he joined, and he became part of the group as a person who doesn't generally do collage. So the levels of sort of experience of collage making vary, which is really great because you can see how people sort of get creative with in their own way. So Q didn't really have a lot of collage experience. And then you have Matt McCarthy, who is the cat collage extraordinaire, who, I don't know if you don't follow him. I mean, I've included all of their Instagram accounts, so if you want, you can follow them. Afterwards, I can leave the slides up and go through them again if you want to write down the names. Matt McCarthy is like the cat collage artist. He pretty much, I think, only does cat collages. I don't know if maybe he's varied a bit, but I've only seen cat collages from him. And you had all kinds of different ways in which people interpreted this. So Jessica Emmerson does pinups, entirely pinups. And so hers are really amazing. The last one she just sent for this past month was incredible. And so you had like, this is just what we do. And every month, like I said, the different image. We have, however, switched it up a bit. So this is Sydney Strickland. She's a former student of mine who made this lovely suggestive collage. And then here, this is Juanita Choo, or Juanita Tortilla. And you can see she's incorporated 2 different pictures from the different months into one collage. So it's very varied, and it's a really great group. Oh, I see there's a hand raised. Let me get through the slides and I'll get to questions in a minute. So as I mentioned, in January, we did a tribute to Walter Tandoa. So this is G.E. Votes, who you all know and love. So you have like more realistic, more abstract. This is Elsa Bouman. Oh, whose Instagram handle I did not put in. I'm so sorry. I will put it in the chat. Or Elsa, if you're here, put your Instagram in the chat. So moving forward, cat and paste, what we've now done is we are now doing, to change it up a bit, so it's not just so artists have a little bit more variety, we're doing prompts. So this past month's prompt was surprise, because it was a 1-year anniversary of Cat and Paste Club. And this is Master of Vig, this is his surprise. And this is Tylera, or Curiosity plus Cat, this is their surprise. And so this is what Cat and Paste is. And this is how, I mean, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. You can send me a note. Here are the Instagram accounts for Cat and Paste, and this is my personal Instagram. You can email us. So if you want to use the hashtag to show your Cat and Paste, which we will get to, we're going to get to some collaging right now. If you want to use that, send us this email or use these hashtags on Instagram, and we will share. I will follow those hashtags and share with the Cat and Paste Club Instagram account. So I hope this was informative and you enjoyed this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Or wait, no, I'll leave this up. Let me try and take some questions. I know there were some questions from people.
There's a question from Juan. He says, I'd like to get some advice about archival materials for collage. I know the magazines I use are not archival, but how can I compensate using the right glue and paper to make my compositions better?
So I find, I don't know if it's 100% archival. I use a glue stick. I use Craft Bond. I'm sure there's some people in the chat who also can have some suggestions of like different materials they can use. But I use Craft Bond Extra Strength glue. It's acid free and it's photo safe and it's non-toxic. It's pretty. So the in terms of archival, you kind of just, with the paper that you use, you just kind of have to go with it. You can maybe coat it with something that prevents it from fading, like a gel medium, or use it, put it on archival paper rather than just having it loose. I don't know if that answers your question or not, but hopefully it does. I'm trying to see. Thank you for putting Elsa's info in there. Oh yeah, keep them out of direct sunlight, somebody said. Yeah, so.
Someone brought up a good point. Should Cat and Paste Club have an E in paste, in the word paste, in your email?
Yes, it should. I'm sorry. I was typing this very quickly. So yes, I will put it here. It's, I'm putting it in the chat. There you go. Sometimes I put an A, so it's Cat and Pasta Club, and that's never any good. Are there other questions? Have people made collages already? Question? It's weird talking. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Susan, if you can send us an email or tag us on Facebook. How do you sign up? Okay, great question. If you want to sign up, please just you can either send a note to me on Instagram or send me a note on the email and I will send you the guidelines. We don't have rules, we just have guidelines, and it's just generally to sort of keep everything copacetic and understood. So just send me a note and say that you came to the Cat and Paste workshop and you want to check it out. I know cats and pasta are two of my favorite things, just not together. You don't have to have an Instagram account to participate. It's just, most people do just because then I can tag them. But if you want to take part and you want to have your work shown in Cat and Paste, you can still be part of the group more totally. It is a monthly prompt. And the prompts right now we've moved past photos, and the prompts right now are just words that I'm going to send out. I'm taking a break this month because grad school is hard, but I will be back in October. Hi from Lima. Great, please join.
Harriet Cooper asks, what's the legal aspect about using pictures from books or other media? How do you navigate?
Okay, so this is a question that comes up in literally every collage workshop. I have a link somewhere. I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll put it in the chat. If you want a really good resource in terms of using copyright infringement, the College Art Association has a really great great resource on fair use of images. And in terms for artists, it's really lax, especially now. Most of us are not making these collages for money. So there's no payment. We're just a lot of, like the Walter Chandoa, for example, that was an homage. And so nobody was really selling those. If they were, I didn't hear about it. But the point being is that there's a lot of leeway when it comes to making collage work. And so this question, you're very right in asking it, but it gets asked so much, and it's like there are so many resources out there, and I will share one once I stop sharing my screen. Do I do classes? I do classes. I do them generally through other programs. I've done some through the National Museum for Women in the Arts. I've done some through other organizations. I don't do them privately, but I could. If you want to send me an email, I'd be more than happy to discuss it.
Joanne asked if there's like a time limit. Do you have to use that month's picture and send it in that month?
So I am so lax about this. I really don't care. Like if you send it in a month late, I'm not gonna be like, no, we're not gonna post it. I will post it. I will totally post it. If it's a month late, it's fine. I'm not worried. I will say in it that this is from an image, but I will say in it, it's an image from the previous month, but still can totally post it. It's fine. I see people raising their hands. Are we answering their questions? Are they asking questions?
So something, I think there's a way that we can like let them speak.
Okay.
I made you the host, so that's something that you could do.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so how do I do this?
If you click on the participants.
Yes.
And then go to the attendees.
Okay, sorry. So all of the people who've raised their hands, I'm gonna allow you to talk. Karen, you're on. You have to unmute.
Are you referring to me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I added a few comments. I'm so glad to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm a super active collage artist, and I just wanted to say that I got into cat collages after my 21-year-old cat passed away.
Oh.
I was waiting for the period of grieving my cat to be over before I adopted new cats, and so I started making cat artwork, and I became aware of how much cat artwork there is out there.
There's so much. I was amazed.
It's amazing how much there is. And then I found that a cat collage is like this universally loved thing.
Apparently, I mean, clearly, if anything, this workshop is a testament to that, because I had no idea. I thought people would think it was weird. And clearly not. Clearly people love it. Well, thank you for coming today. Thank you for being part of this.
When I saw the subject material, I was like, gotta come to this. And I'm so glad to meet you. So you said you did workshops at the National Museum of Women in the Arts. How did that work out for you? I've been a member there for decades.
It was really fun. I'll tell you what, I need to get to some other people, because there are some other people. Are people raising their hands because they have questions? Because I would love to chat. I just want to,
okay.
I'm wondering if, Christopher.
Yes.
Can we maybe as people, can we turn people's mics on?
So I think you can only really do it one person at a time, like the way you just
did. So if you have a question, please, I will put in the chat. Karen, I'll let you know how the Nimois was in the chat.
Okay.
And then, and if you want to exchange info, we can. So just to kind of get this.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, though. Thank you so much.
Great to meet you. Thanks for hosting.
Thank you. Okay, Consuelo. Can you unmute? Do you have a question? I don't know. This is weird.
I mean, the hand raising is meant to be used to ask a question, although some people might just be saying hi.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
We have a question from...
Oh, hold on. All right. Well, I'm gonna... Okay. All right. Hello.
Hello, Dafna, long-time listener, first-time caller. Hello. So I was wondering, with creating this and this kind of thing, and you yourself being so proactive in doing collage, has Cat and Paste Club influenced your own personal collage at all, or how you create, or how you look at things, or that kind of thing?
Oh, totally. I mean, every time I see a cat picture, I just think about how many different people could make that into an amazing collage. Yeah, I mean, I think since I always made a lot of cat collages, but I think since starting Cat and Paste Club, I've made more, which I don't know how that's possible, but it is. And now it's really people are like, oh, you made another cat collage. That's great. I'm like, yeah. I'm totally bigging him up right now, but I'm really trying to get to Matt McCarthy's level of awesome. Oh, am I collaging right now? No, I am not. I'm so sorry. It's hard for me to chat and collage at the same time. My apologies. Let me get, so thank you, Gretchen. Is that,
oh, that was it. That was
okay, great. Thank you.
Question. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too. Okay, so can you see my camera?
If you stop sharing screen,
oh yeah, let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. All right, here we go.
And then if you switch to gallery view, everyone else will see that also.
Okay, awesome. Hold on. There's a question here. I've never done collages. Is it okay? Your collage is never going to be dumb. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that about your collage. You can totally join. In fact, I invite you to join to be part of Cat and Paste Club. So can you all see? Can we see? Hold on, let me close that up.
Yeah, looks good.
Great. Okay, so you want to pin, I have this idea that I was going to work with. It's hard the problem is it's hard for me to answer questions if they're questions and collage at the same time. Okay, great. Here we go. So
you want to take a minute to get started doing some collage, and maybe when you're kind of like in it, I can start asking you
I think
questions.
I'm okay. I have my pieces here. I know what I want to cut out.
Okay.
So thanks though. So this is, the problem is just getting the camera angle right. All right, there we go. So I like this little guy's head because I'm gonna put it on something else. I always find it weird to, where do I get my wealth of cat imagery? Well, I will say this. I'd like to thank Danielle, AKA Girls and Dinosaurs, for sending me a whole bunch of pages of cats to use. So I'm using some of those today, but I tend to go to thrift stores and find cat books. So as you can see, this lovely lady is doing a scandalous one today. So yeah, that's where I get all of my imagery, Rosie. What is that?
Oh, I think you need to turn off some of the folks.
No, I got it. I think I got it.
And also, I think your video is highlighted. If you hover over it, 3-dot button, you can like stop the highlight.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let me stop the highlight. Not stop video. Cancel the spotlight video. Okay, great. Just spotlight this. There we go.
Tyleria has a good suggestion. She was wondering if there could be a sort of working bee Zoom meetup for the Cat and Paste Club.
Yes. Oh my God, that'd be an amazing. That's a great suggestion. Who's that? Tyleria?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. We can totally do that. I think it'd be really great to. What is that?
That's the attendees. I think there's a way that you can just make it so they can't talk anymore.
Let me hold on. Disable talking. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be really great. Did somebody say Dafna is really a robot? Thanks so much. I am the worst robot ever. But thank you for noticing. This would be so much. I agree. Like this, we could do a cat collage Zoom meetup. I will. If people email me and send out, and I can maybe do that. I'll talk to the Cat and Paste group, and we can work it out. Oh, a voice thing? Oh, okay. I have a robot voice. Thank y'all for noticing. So I really hope, I'm really excited that people came today. Does this fit? No, that doesn't fit. So as I said, if you want to hang out, yeah, I'll put on this.
Susan asked what you're using to hold your camera up for filming.
Oh, an Agaz phone holder, AGOZ. You can buy it on Amazon for $20. I know Amazon's not that great, but let's try this. I think this one's going to be, yes.
Sandy asked, and she's asking, I guess, about how you identify collage. Do you consider collage that just uses paper, still collage? Does it have to be magazine paper?
Oh my God, that is, how, do we have enough time? I don't know how to answer that question in a short time. No, I consider collage, I consider assemblage collage, although there are a lot of assemblage artists. And by assemblage, I mean like anything that's, two objects put together with glue. I think, I like that. I don't know if I like that. That's okay. It's going to work with this. I think that there is so many different ways to make collage and so many different ways to approach collage that I think it's very hard to just call it one thing. But, you know, a lot of different people have different opinions about that. So I like to use all kinds of different papers. I like to use all kinds of different materials. Looking right now for, where is it? Do y'all ever have a thing where you have something that you're, oh, there it is, an image that you really want to use and then you can't find it? All right. Oh, wait, I'm going to cut this out. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's the one of the images was from National Geographic. Will there be a limited time replay of this? I don't know. Christopher, is this recording going to be available?
Yeah, we are recording all of these events, and we do plan to basically clean up the recordings and release them somewhere, host them somewhere. Awesome. We're not sure exactly when that's going to happen, but keep an eye on our Collage social media, and we'll let you know.
Great. I will not be watching myself back. Okay. All right, so this is.
Patty asks, how do you organize all your papers?
I don't. Everything's always a mess. It's always a mess 100% of the time. My mother's on here. She's going to hear this. Yeah, I don't know. I try to organize them by cutouts. Like if I have things cut out, I try to organize them by things that I designate as like backgrounds. It's really hard to keep them all organized though, because I know that, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's very, very difficult to, I don't even find the time just to sit down and organize everything. Come on.
Karen wants to know, which do you prefer, an X-Acto blade or scissors?
Both, equally. I use them for different things. So what you just saw, so like, for example, you saw me cut out the cat head with scissors. I use these, they're Scotch brand. I love them. They're my favorite pair. I have like 3 pairs of them. And then I use the X-Acto knife for like parts here where it's like, I don't want to cut into the area. I just find it easier. I also have these. I don't know if anybody, these are Westcott scissors. Does anyone use these? They're great, but I don't use them as much because I find it's easier to use an X-Acto knife. Oh my God, too much glue. This is, you know, I feel like collaging in front of a group of collage artists, it's just like terrifying because I feel like I'm going to be judged for what I do. I know you won't. I'm joking. But is Otis interested in my cat collage work? He is. He loves to chew up the paper. Shoot, I didn't cut that out. He loves to chew up all of my paper. And yeah, and he likes to chew on my scissors. So he is very interested in cat collage work. He's not very interested right now because he's sleeping. But yeah, he's very much a part of my practice.
That's funny. This isn't a question, but I wanted to draw attention to it. Ann Sutherland said that she has shreds of a box that her cat tore up that she had set aside for this workshop. I really like the idea of collaborating with your cat.
Oh, that's so sweet. Otis doesn't leave me any shreds, so I can't do that. I do get a lot of paper with holes in it, though. There we go. That's good enough, I think, for right now. Let's stretch that out.
Oh, and this is good advice. Veterinarian offices are a good place to pick up used pet magazines.
This is very true, and even ask them if you can just like take you're an artist. So just say you're an artist. Oh, thank you. I work in a very uses butcher scissors. Butcher scissors. I'm curious now. So Another good resource is libraries. Yeah, libraries are really great. Out-of-date periodicals. Other really great resources are in the 80s, there were all of these books that were done that were like these cat books, just cat pictures. Those are really, really great. Normally you can find them at thrift stores or even antique bookshops will have them, and they're normally not a lot of money because people tend to not, people don't like cat books. I don't know why. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for attending. Do I have a favorite glue stick brand? Karen, you asked, and I'm going to tell you, it's this one. It's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick from Elmer's. It's made for scrapbooking. So it's really sturdy, and they also have, this one's my big boy. They also have a repositionable one. I prefer the extra strength though. So, and meow back to everybody. Happy Catterday, everybody. This is like the best Catterday ever. And somebody mentioned my earrings. Yes, I got them specially made for today. So they say cat lady on them. Oh, yes. Okay. India, yes. The repositionable one, it takes forever for it to dry. And yeah, I hear you on that. That's why I like the extra strength one better. Again, do we have to drink if we talk about glue sticks? Because I feel like we should.
Yeah, it's an inevitable question.
It's inevitable. Yeah, I mean, like we have tackled all the inevitable questions. So I'm just gonna leave my little cat collage up here, and then I guess I don't know. I think that's it. Oh, you know what? Can I share my screen again? I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks, Matt. Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Humane Society thrift store. Yes. All the cat collage, or the cat calendars. So, okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. So, and also if anybody, does anyone go through the cat collage images, the Cat and Paste Club images, so you can get Instagram names? Is that a mine? But I know gel medium's really good. Like I use golden gel medium to sometimes coat things, but people have can also Patty, because I yes, Carol, thank you. Yeah, so I really love this idea of a cat and paste. Actually, we talked about doing something, but I love the idea of a cat and paste meetup for out an email to Patty, and if you are interested, send an email to catandpasteclub@gmail. Oh shoot. Let me just fix this because it's annoying me. That's not what I do. Oh, sorry, mess. Okay, there we go. All right. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see everybody's cat collages. Do I have a particular starting point with my collage? I had picked out, for example, the head that I picked, so I kind of had to find something else. I kind of just let it go. It goes with the flow, kind of just, let things happen as they do. Do you tend to use a regular collage practice to help you loosen up? Oh, no. That's interesting. No, I don't. That's, you know, I haven't thought about that. I tend to separate because I do photography and I do screen printing, so I kind of tend to separate my art forms. I don't really do warm-ups using collage, but sometimes I'll collage just to sort of get into a like a state of mind, but I don't know about that as warm-up to the next art, but I practice. Maybe that's the same thing, I'm not sure. Oh, let me show the IG links again. What kind of printer do I use? Hang on, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop sharing 1 second because this is, my computer is all acting up. I use I currently have a terrible Samsung that I don't like, that I need. Is that the kind of printer that you mean? Or did you mean something else? Okay, here, I'm gonna go through this again. Harrison, is that, if that's you, I see Harrison on there. You can post your cat collages to Instagram and tag cat. I'm gonna type in the hashtag. It's cat collage. And you can tag that, and every collage that comes up from that, I will repost it to Cat and Paste Club. So let me share this. Let me try this again, and so we can go through all of the. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. Hopefully everybody can see that. So I'm going to start at the very first one. So this is the first image. So Elizabeth, actually, I don't think is on Instagram anymore, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened. Jason is. He has his one word long. So I'll just leave him up for a few. This is Mem. Actually, I'm wondering if are people seeing my video? I should spotlight this. Okay. There we go. Christopher, is the screen share up? I can't, it's hard to talk. Huh?
It's working.
Okay, great. Thank you, Christopher.
Of course.
This is Lou Ellen, Lou Ellen, I know you're here. Lou Ellen has made some amazing cat collages. Christopher.
Oh yeah, you talked about the size of this. It's 18 by 24. It's actually the biggest piece I've done to date. So
seriously?
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, it was really cool how this project of yours, like, it can, I don't know, it encouraged me to just like do something outside of my normal comfort zone. And I made like my favorite piece of art to date.
That makes me so happy.
And it encouraged a show.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
I ended up creating a show around this too, with a bunch of local artists, and we all did pieces that were about like the post-apocalypse and like pulpy sci-fi book covers. So like it kept leading to more things after this.
That's so amazing. That's so amazing. I really, really love it. Like, it's just, I remember when you sent it to me and you're like, I'm sorry. It's like, cause this one was I think it was like maybe a couple days late, but it was like, I posted it after the month had passed, but I remember when I got it, I was like, oh my God, I was not expecting something of that caliber. And it really actually made me feel like I needed to up my game a bit. Because mine was definitely not as like intricate as this, and I think it's amazing. You and Gretchen definitely do the most intricate, I think, collages. Have done the most interesting collages.
Thank you.
So okay, so then let's see. Oh no, this is the image. This is my friend Q. I don't know if Q is here today. want to do. This is Mr. Matt McCarthy. How much time do I spend finding cutting images? It depends. I can, if I sit down and I really dedicate time to it, it can be a few hours. I tend to, like I said before, I tend to cut things out first. So I can spend a few hours just cutting things out and I won't actually make anything. But I'll just cut a bunch of pieces out and then have them sitting, and then I come back to them and make something after that. This is Jessica Emmerson. I think Jessica also does predominantly cat collages, but she does like these cat pinups. They're so amazing. If you like that kind of classic pinup, which I do. Oh, this is a great question. Do you try to keep the whiskers and cutouts? Seems like the hardest. Yes, I do not, because I am lazy. And I do not want to have to cut around every single whisker. So it's almost impossible. And if anybody can do it, I am really impressed. I think it's probably easier for, I mean, I say easier, but in terms of just like, oh, you could draw them, that's true. In terms of just kind of tools, I think it's probably easier to do it digitally, because you can go, you can like, if you cut something out, you can take a step back, whereas with paper, you cannot do that. But yeah, that's a great question, actually. Oh, let me see the Q&A. Are unpasted collages legit, as in posting a pic of the same? So you mean like if you, Cindy, do you mean like if you have like if your collages aren't glued down, or you just take a picture of them? Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm not gonna know if they're not glued down or not. So if you just have a picture and it looks amazing, I mean, even if it doesn't look amazing, in my opinion, I'll still post it because you sent it. But I'm sure it will be amazing, and it'll be fine. I think if you don't glue the things down, like if you have something that you don't want to glue down but you want to just use it, that's totally fine. Oh, I can't see you, Martine, but I am sure that they are amazing. I'm going to Google butcher scissors now. Okay, let me keep going through this. So this is Sydney, who's also as I said, she was a former student of mine, and also an amazingly talented collage artist. I'm really, like, she's doing amazing work right now, and I'm so, so, so proud of her. Oh, it's great to meet you too, Karen. Oh, please send me a picture along with your collages. Thank you. I want to see what this is. And then, of course, Juanita Tortilla, who's also awesome, and sends me the best collages, like and just the sweetest notes too. Yeah, Matt. Sydney's amazing. If she's on here right now, I am probably totally embarrassing her. But yeah, no, she's incredible, and I'm like so proud of her. So these are all, I think. Okay, yeah, we're still going. So here we are, Grady V. The amazing GE vote. Am I saying that right? I never know if I'm saying it right. And Elsa, whose name I also left out, but it's Elsa @ underscore. I'm going to put her name back in here again. Oh, sorry. It's Vot. Okay, Vot. Got it. There we go. So that's Elsa's. Elsa's also a prolific collage artist. She amazingly will always have an image. I've sent out images, and she will send me like 2 within a week, or not even, like the next day she'll send me one, and then like a week later she'll be like, oh, here's another one I did. And they're always really amazing and abstract. So I like I really appreciate when artists kind of get abstract with the cat images. Oh, I'm so glad everybody enjoyed the presentation. I can just leave this on here. I know, right? Like, it's really like, I think she photocopied it. Maybe, I don't know how she did it. There's another one, Master of Vig, who I'm not sure where they're from, but they're not in the States. So we have Cat and Paste is a very international group. Oh, good. I'm glad people laughed. Please post your collages as soon as possible. I cannot wait to see them. I can't wait to take my phone down and see them. I'm glad people laugh because I'm sitting here laughing at my own jokes and nobody's laughing with me. So I feel, yeah, this one's really great. This one's really funny. That is a big surprise. And Tylera, who I know was also here, which I love this one. I love the astronaut cat riding a mastodon. I love it. I love all of them. I'm like, there has not been a single Cat and Paste Club collage that I have not liked. Sorry, my cat is licking himself and I can hear it. Oh, great. And Tyler's also part of APC, which I am really behind in. All right, so again, this is the information. So I don't know if people are still here hanging out. Oh, let's see.
It's probably time to start winding down.
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to say, do you want to talk about I believe you're a part of another Collage Live online event.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me because I need to get ready for that one too. Yes, I am. I am I'm going to be the moderator for the Women in Collage panel, which is probably going to be a little more serious than this. But we are going to have an amazing group of women artists. I know one of them was here today. I think Lori Ivy Alexander was here today, and I saw her pop up in the chat. It's going to be a really, really impressive and amazing panel. And we're going to have the discussion about, women in collage and what women are doing. And we're doing it with 516 Arts in collaboration with them, which they currently have a really amazing exhibition of different artists, collage artists up, which the name is escaping me. Little help. What's the name of the exhibition at 516 Arts? Radical Reimaginings. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Yeah, Radical Reimagining. So if you get a chance to check that out before coming to the Women in Collage panel, I highly recommend it. So I'm just going to answer Cindy's question really quickly. Yay, thank you, Lori. Lori's still here. Yeah, so the website, if you want to check out the website for the website for 516 Arts, you can check that out. Is that the next one? Is that the next? It's on September 24th.
Yeah, that is the next one.
Yeah, so that's the next one. It's on Harrison's on September 24th. Thank you, Matt. Oh, amazing. Thank you for coming. Y'all are rock stars. So I guess that's it. That was a fun hour.
Yes, thank you. That was great.
Yeah, I am super excited that this went so well, and I'm glad there was. So thank you so much for coming.